Hello.
Hi, your first name is Faith.
Yes,
How old are you?
I'll be 30 next month.
Okay, what do you got for me?
Well, I'm a single mom and I think that it's okay with wanting a high value man. Like I think
You
it's
didn't.
okay.
You said you think it's what?
It's okay for me to I'm about to start dating again and I think that that's what I would like to date and I think it's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, were you married?
Yeah,
How long?
4 years.
Okay, and was your husband a high value man?
He was working his way up to one, but no.
Okay. What does that mean?
He was starting businesses. He was a military man, and
Okay.
he was, getting off his feet.
All
So,
right. How many children do you have?
too.
All right. So to the market, what you're basically saying is, hey, the man I married and had two children was not high value, but now I'm coming to the market, divorced, older, with two children, wanting a man who was financially better than the one I had two kids for.
Yeah, I know it sounds bad, but at the
It
same
sounds
time, it's like
it sounds exactly like what it is. I don't fault you for wanting what you want, but the question always comes back, Faith, why should a high value man pick you versus picking the okay? Why should a high value man pick you versus picking a woman he can make his own children with?
that's true. I agree because when I had kids, I didn't want a man with kids, also. So I agree. However, I'm just saying I think that if a high, I think that I could get a high value man possibly just because I have kids. It's not going to make it like, oh my gosh, she has kids. And I was going to ask
Really?
you a question.
Hold on. What city or what state are you in?
Alabama.
Oh, one of the poorest states in the union. You just think you can get a high value man. Do you know any high value men?
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you a question. This guy, he's talking to me. He's a high value man, and I was just trying to figure out like, does he really like me, or is he just like probably wanting a booty call because he's
Probably
high
number two.
value, but
Probably number two. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Probably
okay,
number
because he
two. I
has no
mean,
kids, and I'm just trying to figure out like,
he
okay,
has children,
no, he doesn't have any children.
right, ma'am. I mean, all right. So let's
Because he acts like
fast.
he really
Hold on.
likes me.
Listen. Do you have a son or a daughter? Do you have a son?
I have two boys, a one and
Okay.
a
So
2 year old.
Let's fast forward 35 years, and your oldest son is an accomplished attorney making $400,000 a year, and you've had to work with your ex to put your son through, University of Alabama, through Harvard, through junior law, all that stuff. And he comes home and says, "Mama, I'm getting married to a woman, a woman with two kids." You're gonna say, "All right, son, I worked all my life for you to go do that."
I wouldn't
Yes, let's go
I
get
wouldn't
it.
be happy at first. However, if
What?
she was,
No, no. See, now
if
stop right there. See, stop right there. Why wouldn't you be happy at first?
because I'll be like, you can start your own family. However, if that's what
Let's
you
keep
want,
going.
if
Let's
you want
keep
to
no,
be
no, no, no. Let's
stepdaddy,
not go down to however. Let's keep on that path. You can start your own family
because that'd be the right thing to do. That's what I
not the
planned.
right thing, the
That's
better thing, because you didn't raise your son and go through all that for him to take over some other person's bills.
yeah, that's true.
Welcome to you.
All right,
I'm
thanks.
sorry, man, but that's the truth. Are your
I
children an
I see what
asset
you're
to,
saying, but it's
but
like
but you still keep the
I see what
but.
you're
Are
saying,
your
but it's just
children,
like okay,
listen, are your children an asset to another man?
they can be.
I didn't ask if they can, how can they be?
Some guys just want to be stepdaddy.
No, no. Tell me how they can be an asset.
Can't tell you nothing right now. Can't think of anything. So you got me. You're right.
If bottom line, ma'am, you married a military guy. Why are y'all divorcing?
He was cheating, and we can't
Okay.
work it out because he's a narcissist. So
Okay.
it's just not
Hold on.
working out.
Narcissist has he had a clinical designation of narcissist? Or are you just saying that?
Clinical
Clinical
medication, something's going on.
narcissists lack empathy. Okay. So a narcissist is a narcissist. He's been around children, so he has no. Okay. All right. I'm gonna say this, ma'am. This whole high value thing has a lot of you ladies in a bad position. Ma'am, you're in Alabama. You're a divorcee with two kids, and you want one. Do you care if he's black? The man is black,
I would prefer him to be black.
and
Yes.
that means you want 8% of black men. 8%. 8% of black men earn over $100,000, and they don't really tend to live in Alabama. That's 8%, regardless as to the age. 8%, regardless as to their current marital status. 8%, regardless as to sexual orientation. And you didn't make babies with an 8% man. You made babies with a guy in the middle. Please
True.
explain to me why you want a guy who's so high up now.
I
That's what I
feel
really
that
want to
it's nothing.
understand.
I feel there's nothing wrong with wanting a stepdaddy with high value. Like, it's okay for me wanting my kids to go to private school. Like,
Really?
if that makes, yeah,
No,
like, I
no. Well,
think
tell me
that
why. Tell me why it's okay.
because if I find a guy and he's high value and he's okay with, I just don't see how it's like, oh, she got kids. Oh, I understand it is like more options out there, but just like, it's possible.
Really? So you don't see any problem, you don't see any issue with wanting your kids to go to private school that you cannot afford to pay for and your husband can't afford to pay for.
No, like, if that's
You know,
what, because I'm
and
about to
see,
start
I'm gonna
dating
tell you,
again, and that's what I'm looking
I'm gonna tell
for.
you this. That's one of the issues in our community that a woman like yourself could honestly come up and say, I don't see any problem getting somebody who had nothing to do with this to pay for the bill. That's that welfare state mentality.
No,
That's
it's
that.
not. I think that that's,
Listen. I'm not insulting you, man, but listen.
I'm
You
listening.
can't afford it. Your husband can't afford it. That means you don't get it. The only way you could get your kids in private school is to find somebody else who's willing to put your kids in private school. You want your kids in private school? Get a nanny, get a tutor, work with them to get them a scholarship. That's what you're supposed to do. Go get a second job. Go. Don't go get your
And
hair
that's
done.
another thing.
Listen,
Like, I'm a stay-at-home
listen.
mom, and I'm
Okay,
okay.
ma'am. In this
Yeah.
life, we get what we work, what we earn and worth. You want somebody else to pay your bills. That is unfair. It is selfish
How?
because you don't have the money. And
I
you
do
said,
have,
but not, you
and
can't
that's
afford
another
to put
thing.
your
My
kid. Oh,
family
Jesus.
comes from money.
Okay. Let me go ahead and grab this mute button because you said if somebody wants to come along and put your kids in private school, but you can't afford to put your kids in private school.
That's what you said. I didn't say that I can't
You,
afford.
but you said if somebody wants to come along and put your kids in private school, by implication, meaning they're going to be paying for it, not you. I'm not trying to play
That's
semantic
true.
games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is yeah, they'll be paying
Exactly.
for it if they're my husband.
No, they're not your husband. They'll be your
If
step.
they were.
All right. So in other words, guys, pay attention. These are the women you need to pay attention to. These are the women that really don't care about you. Because you said it, ma'am, if it were your sons, you would want him to go start his own family. But you're
And
so
see, I don't like how you.
but I
What the
don't care, ma'am. The
fuck?
way the words came out, the way you said if they were your sons, you would want them to start their own families.
Yes.
But for you,
But I
it's
also
all
said
right
if
for
they do want to be stepdaddy, they can be. So
that's
both
not
of
the
them is
point. I didn't
cool.
ask. I didn't ask. No, again,
Sure.
again, pay attention to what's going on here. It's because of her. It's not because it's what's right.
No, no,
It's
you
not
ain't about
because
to
of
do me
what's
like
right or
this.
what's best.
No, because no, you're trying to flip it.
I'm not flipping shit. I'm saying exactly what you're saying. It's not because of what's right or what's best. It's because of it's you. That's what it is. It's because of it's her. Think about what she's saying. I would want my sons to get the best possible, but I want you to pay for it, and that's fine. But what is he going to get for that? Me? And this is the mentality that guys are listening to, ladies, and saying, "Do y'all give a damn about it?" Talk about narcissist. Did that woman sound like she cared about a man? Let's get to the next one.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spotlight News today. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Love you all, my dear. Let's give respect to the fallen legend, Papa Kevin Samuels, for his good work he has done. He has more amazing educative videos. He has more videos that teach you how to navigate around men and women. He has videos that teach you to handle yourself publicly and in any way or the other. He has more amazing videos. Keep on checking his videos on Instagram and YouTube for more amazing updates, and keep sharing to those who really need help. You're there, you man, looking for a good woman, looking for a good man. You're searching in a relationship, you want a bestie, and they teach you in many ways how to navigate around each other, how to coordinate yourself, how to speak in public, because a lot of people don't know that if you're talking to someone, you have to first listen and you speak back. So these videos, they'll teach you what you really need to do around each other or around the community. So guys, make sure you don't forget to click the subscribe button and to keep on going and keep on watching these videos. He has more and amazing videos. First of all, let's thank the Almighty God for keeping us blessed today, for waking up today live and kicking, speaking like this. And some of you are going for work, some of you are speaking well. Let's thank God. And let's pray for the sick people in the hospitals, so that may the healing power of the Lord heal them. And many are using life supporting machines to breathe today. But who are you to breathe normally and to walk normally and to wake up in a clear form? Yeah, let's thank God for the gift of life he has given us, and let's thank God for his good work he has done, because why not? We are alive and kicking and clear and okay. So today we are going to look at this confused single mom. I don't know. Single motherhood, it's a lot, and divorces, it's a lot. What's really not happening, guys? What's really not happening? Because at the end of the day, you find this single mother. She said she is a single mom, but she doesn't want to get a step. Can I use a stepdad? Or her husband. She said she doesn't want to get a stepdad who has already kids. But imagine you have kids who are going to come and fill, let me say, like, you see my house, they are going to come and fill over a man's house, and you're saying you don't need a single dad. Are you fair? So if it happens and you get a single dad, you're going to tell them, I don't want a single dad. And this is being selfish. Men, ladies, we are so selfish. Because if you happen to say, I want a man, but I don't want a single man, and you're already a single mother, and you want that man to take care of your baby, and you're not willing to have a single daddy, and you want the daddy to take care of you and your kid, get serious, my dear friends, and let's face reality. If you're a single mom and you get a single dad, you have to stay in and keep the two kids, because at the end of the day, this man is going to provide everything for you and your kid and his kid. And this is common. Some ladies, when they get married and the man had a kid, they'll end up firing away the kids from home. But what the fuck? Where does the problem comes in with a kid? I think this is someone just grew up and got himself in that toxic life, or some of them challenges of life caused them to be like that. But then, ladies, we are kind of selfish in one way or the other. We are kind of not lovely. We are kind of okay. We want to be those ladies on top, forgetting the rest and the rest. So, guys, that's why at the end of the day, they end up asking them, face the reality. Why don't you go back and marry your baby daddy? Yeah, marry back your baby daddy so that you can have a family, than going in to search for a young boy, our kids, our boys, the daddies, and make them face all your bills at the end of the day. And most cases, these ladies, they don't want to work. They are not working. So at the end of the day, they expect to meet someone's son and take care of them with their kids, and take care of them with everything they have, and be the commanders of the home. But at the end of the day, they don't want any single dad. And you single mom, what the fuck? You have to be a caring woman, you know? Guys, let me just do a story. Okay, that brings us to the end of today. But let me just do a story. This side, there is something funny which happened, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. You know, rubbish. Is it rubbish? Yeah. Where they pour rubbish? Too much. So I think they have been pouring rubbish there, and there were neighborhoods, the places. Do you know what happened? This rubbish made a heap, a very, very big heap. So one day, it was a Saturday, I think last week, you know, it did something unacceptable, and people lost their houses, people lost their lives, people lost their lives, their families. This thing busted and it fell on the houses, a lot of houses. People lost their lives, people lost their lives. But there is one boy, he said he came to tell the judge, the grand judge, and the mom that there is something coming, let's run. These people didn't listen to the boy, so the boy had to run. It was around 7 in the morning, 7 a.m. in the morning. So the boy had to take off, and may their soul rest in peace. This guy, this young boy of 4 years, I think 4 to 5, he's the first survivor in this family. Imagine living a life whereby you're going to live alone. There is no mom, there is no sister, there is no everyone, just daddy. All of them just went off just like that. You know? Imagine everyone was wondering, how can that happen? Imagine life. This life, you can wake up with nothing. A young boy like that remained with nothing. We are hoping to go and do some donation to the boy, because if we can help others, why not him? It's so a pity. It's so a pity. So that's my story today. I wanted to judge you about the sad. And someone will ask me, how can rubbish kill someone? It was a heap, like it made a hill. That is it for today. And don't forget, we are still in the donation week. We are donating to kids, old ladies, and others. Yeah, you can tap off our numbers. Love you all for the commenters. Love you all for the lap of. Let's keep on promoting the work because it's so educative. Bye bye. May God bless you and stay tuned.